steam engine was critical to the invention of the modern railroad. Baldwin, the premier steam locomotive builder in the United States, constructed its first steam locomotive, dubbed Old Ironsides, in 1832. The steam locomotive dominated the railways until the middle of the 20th century. Steam engines use the heat and steam to perform mechanical work. Here's how. Coal, wood, or oil is burned to heat water, which in turn produces steam. That steam is emitted to a cylinder through an intake valve. Pressure causes the steam to expand and forces the piston to move, which drives the wheels a half turn. At the end of the piston movement, the valve shifts and allows steam to escape through an exhaust. That's where you get the Meanwhile, the valve begins letting in more steam to the back of the cylinder, which presses the piston forward and forces the wheels around another half turn. That steam is then released from a rear exhaust, which causes another. Every locomotive arriving at Spencer shops was given a point-by-point inspection of its undercarriage and many exterior parts. Any problems were noted and relayed to the roundhouse office. The locomotive then went to the cinder pits, where the burning cinder and coal in the firebox were dumped into ash pans. The fire was cooled by pressurized water. The locomotive then went to the wash track, where it was cleaned with a mixture of 180-degree water and cleaning solvents. Next, the locomotive went to the turntable, and then a roundhouse stall. There, any remaining steam was released slowly, and the rest of the components closely examined. Inspectors crawled into the firebox to check for cracks or faulty stables, which are metal bars that separate the boiler from the firebox. The roundhouse foreman scheduled repairs as needed, and craftsmen would stop by and pick up a ticket that indicated needed repairs. Once the repairs had been made, the boiler was refilled with hot water that had been drained, cleaned, and filtered from the boiler of a locomotive just entering the shops. Then coal, water, and sand were added at the coal chute, and the locomotive was taken to the ready tracks between the roundhouse and the coal chute. Locomotives in need of heavy repair went to the back shop instead of the roundhouse. Most of these repairs were scheduled ahead of time,